Hi guys, it's Lucas here from #Nobaka. I'm coming to you today with box opening for the new Hero Strike structure deck that came out earlier in the week. Basically how everything's going to go, but you know, Heroes have been coming out recently in the TCG with the release of the new Masked Heroes Dark Law and Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, definitely showing a lot of the newer hero styles and bringing itself up in the deck tier classes that's coming through. I've noticed it myself on DevPro, and I'm sure a lot of the other people on YouTube have, but this is the box. I'm going to give it an open in just a second. So here we go, literally not going to faff around at all. I did make a slight hole earlier just to make sure I could get in relatively quickly. Obviously my Konami seal is still there. Go away. First thing I'm going to get out will be... Have I lost my card dividers? I have lost my card dividers in the back end of the box. Check out that mat, which is quite long, I must say. I knew it was long, but yeah, let's open it. Let's have a look. Set that to one side. Because this is one of the reasons I love buying the Elite boxes for these mats, because I do love the mat. Obviously it's got Voltic, Dark Law, Great Tornado, Koga, Contrast Hero Chaos, Kamikaze and Wingman in the corner. No, not Wingman, Avian even, sorry. These little card dividers that came in with it. There's Avian and Element Hero Shadow Mist. Flip it over, there's Voltic and Contrast Hero Chaos. Now let's get involved. I'm going to set these to one side. Let's get involved with this. I'm not sure about the lighting, if I'm really honest, but it's okay. Alright. Big Daddy of the deck. Contrast Hero Chaos, 3000 beta. He does have the effect that he can negate a certain thing per turn. It's only once per turn though, so you can like have a bit of an issue with like summoning him. Is a bit annoying because you have to use 2 Masked Heroes as the fusion material, so it's a little annoying to actually play him. Koga's good, general light Masked Hero. Gets an extra 500 point boost, if I remember correctly, from like each Masked Hero that comes through. After that, Kamikaze, or Divine Wind as he's known in TCG. Obviously I'm still going by OCG names apparently. He's okay, I won't run it, but it's an okay card just to have as a little collector. This is the bad boy of the deck, Dark Law. He is, try and bring it a little closer. He is one of the main reasons I bought this. He is amazing. Just the ability of, if your opponent adds a card from the deck, you can banish another card at random from the hand. Amazing. And he works really well with Shadow Mist. Obviously, this is one of the reasons I wanted this new set. Shadow Mist, Hero Lives, straight into Shadow Mist, summon Shadow Mist, defense, attack, didn't matter. Mask Change, straight into Dark Law. Bang. You've now got 24 beta, as well as a sick effect, and every card that it battles will banish from your opponent. That's the hollows, so you get 1 Ultra, 4 Supers, actually. The back one is Common Great Tornado. Not a lot of players actually like to run Great Tornado. I personally like it, just for the ability, all face-up monsters your opponent controls lose half attack and defense as soon as it's summoned. It's okay, like you can run it, but it's not a fabulous card. Like I'd rather run an Abs or Elemental Hero the Shining. It's another card I'd rather run. But yeah, that's that set. Let's go through commons very quickly. Ocean, it's your recycler. Just going to recycle all the cards you're going to pull. Like, he's a good late game card, but you need something to back him up. Woodsman, your poly recycler, literally just to keep polymerization running through the deck. Voltic is okay. That's the one good thing about this deck is you run a a common Miracle Fusion, which is really good if you're going to play Voltic. But Voltic's effect is really temperamental because he only has 1,000 attack and he has to do battle damage to get his effect. He's going to be coming out with me, but like people can play him. He, generic beta, automatically gets an extra 200 points for his own effect, just 200 plus. Avian, what's to say it's Avian, he's not amazing. Elemental Hero Neos, just a beta, not going to play him. Neos Alias, he's going to be my beat stick for the actual deck one, because I've ordered another 2 copies of the structure deck because he's going to be my beat stick. Blade Edge, pretty standard, piercing effect. Necrochet, he's okay, it's not amazing, again, not an amazing card. Good for if you're going to, if you poly or Miracle Fusion, Necrochet and Dark Mist, go for Esquido, and he'll just get the bonus of bang, bang, and Shadow Mist might get the effect. Wild Heart, if I can shuffle that in together. Wild Heart, negate traps, but if Diane gets his reprint, because obviously 2 Master Heroes didn't come in the set, Master Hero Diane and Master Hero Acid, yeah, Diane and Acid didn't get their actual print in the set, so he's good for if you're going to go for Diane, just Master Hero Diane. Bobbleman, same thing. I only run it to run with Acid, but I won't run it in this deck at the moment until I get Acid and Diane in. Grandmole, good card, just bounce. Always good card to bounce back in. Also another card that you can just go, yeah, sod it, I'll fusion for Gaia, just in case you need to run over something. Honest, basic, everyone loves Honest, just that extra double attack points. Card Trooper, it's okay as a common, but he's not going to stay in. He's alright if you want to try and mill your deck a bit, get 3 out, maybe get Shadow Mist and Necrochet in the graveyard. I think that's their idea for this deck, was to mill cards and then go, yeah, okay, I can use Necrochet's effect and normal summon next turn. Rinkuiro, just no damage, some basic. Common Summoner Monk, always good, Summoner Monk. Toss a spell, special summon out Shadow Mist, get your Marsh Change, mash it out, love it. Monk just do Alchemic Being. I think they've already put him in here just to kind of use the attributes to your advantage, like obviously Master Heroes go by attributes apart from like a few extra cards that I know don't come in this deck. But it's quite nice to have him in if you're gonna. I think he's mainly for an idea if you want to play with Shadows. Spells, Marsh Change 2. I'll move the monsters to one side actually. Do that. Marsh Change 2. It's okay. I won't run it, but it's okay for if you want to play it. It does also have, like, I think it's got a certain ability where you don't, all you have to do is discard and it's pretty much anything you control. I'm not 100% on that though, but it's okay to play. I won't run it, but it's alright. Form changes next. I'm going to run 2. Excuse me. I'm going to run 1 or 2 form change. I do like it. It's the ability to go from abs into acid, and that means you'll wipe front row and then back row. It's kind of that constant ability of going, yeah, fuck it, let's just go. Marsh Change, good card, just kind of recycling for the next card. Marsh Change, it's constant. I'm going to run 3 Marsh Change and 2 Marsh Charge just to constantly have that constant flow coming from my deck or my graveyard into my hand of Marsh Change and monsters to keep ploughing out my Master Heroes. Polymerization, standard, everyone knows what it does. Miracle Fusion, it's only going to be good. This is the one card I wish they had Elemental Hero The Shining, because that would just make this deck so much more consistent. Miracle Fusion for Shining, already have to banish 2, you get the extra 600 points, 3200 beta, and when it's destroyed, you get 2 Elemental Hero monsters back to your hand. Always good effect, but I was a bit disappointed he didn't come in the set. Parallel World Fusion, obviously it's mainly to combo with this card. Just kind of keep going and you can keep powering up monsters quickly. Next card, Hero Lives. This is the card I'm going to run 3 of. I have got 2 ultimate versions of a Hero Lives from special editions, but it's always nice to have a common one. You know, it's always a nice thing to go, right, I'm going to half my life points on my first turn. Risky, but this deck is a very all-in deck. You're just going to go, bang, Hero Lives, Shadow Mist, Mask Change, straight into Dark Claw. You want to neutralise your opponent quickly. If they're going to play cards like Cleese, they automatically will need to be stopped. Fake Hero, or Hero Mask even, sorry. Not amazing, I'm going to take it out straight away. It's just special. You get to call another name and it will be another name. Just shuffle that across. H-Eated Heart, E-Call, R Justice, O Oversoul. Out of all of these, I'm only going to run E-Call. If I end up running it like Heated Heart, Righteous Justice, and Oversoul, only good if you're going to really. Oversoul's the only other card I consider playing. Maybe for Neo's Alias, just because it's Gemini and when it's in the graveyard, it's still considered a normal monster. It's the only time I probably play it. R Justice and Heated Heart are literally just a back row and a boost. I don't need them, so they're not really going to stick around for very long. E-Call's the one I'll probably use, but I've got a plan of how I want to play it. Rota, Search Out Warriors. Warrior Returning Alive, you know, really search out, pick it back up from graveyard, it's just sits there, you know. Common Pot Duality. This was one of the nice changes I saw when I looked at this deck for the first time. A Pot of Duality is always a nice card. I mean, I've got, as far as I know, you can only get one from the Zen Mines tin, no, the Zen Maester tin, and it's nice to see that they're starting to bring in Pot of Duality as a common card, just for everyday use, so people can have a lot of them. I personally, like, I won't run it in this deck, but I'm going to keep it in another deck, so I'll run it in something else. Onto traps. The traps are very limited for this deck, but it's always nice. Hero Signal, very basic. Destroy a card, search out. Next is Hero Blast. Call Haunted. Good old Bottomless. Compulse. And Battleguard Howling. I was really confused when I saw this and went, why is Battleguard Howling in a hero deck? But it's literally just for like keeping the deck in one piece. Out of all of these, like the only 2 that are quite nice are Compulse, Bottomless, not really Call Haunted, maybe Hero Signal. These 2 are the main 2 I'll run if I play it. I mean, I've got multiple copies of these anyway, but they're the ones I'll play when it comes to it. But overall, like, it's quite a solid build that'll come through. I'm just going to put these on display for you, apart from Grand Tornado. A Great Tornado even. But yeah, man, that is basically this little box opening. I hope people pick these up. I'm really happy with this deck, and yeah, I hope everyone has a nice day where they are, and I'll catch you lot later. Peace.